Hello again. In this video, we'll start building the homepage, including a header menu, a hero element with background image and a title, description, and 3 buttons. First, we start with enabling firewall for your hosting. So let's get started. To enable the firewall for your domain, you can edit the settings in the OVH Cloud Control panel. Find your hosting and on the Multi-Site tab, click on the button and select Modify Domain. If you want to add specific country IP, you can add it here, for example, for UK. I'll leave it empty for my reference website. Then click on the Enable the Firewall, hit Next and Confirm. You can do the same thing also for the www domain. Before we start building the homepage, let's open Elementor Settings and then the Features tab. Scroll down and inactivate Grid Container and Flexbox Container. Save changes. Next, let's go back to our website and you'll notice the homepage is Archives. We can change that in the reading settings and select a static page. Actually, we don't have a new homepage yet, so let's take a few steps in order to make it. Open Pages and add New. Let's close the pop-up and create 2 placeholder pages for now. First one is About Us. We can click on the Edit with Elementor. Looks fine for now, and we can hit Publish. Let's exit the page from the top left menu. Then add another new page. Give a title Services. And we can also publish it from here by click Publish twice. We can go back by clicking the WordPress logo. Next, open Appearance and Menus. Let's give a name for our menu like Top Menu and optionally tick the header, and then Save Menu. Then tick the boxes for the 2 new pages we just created and hit Add to Menu. On Custom Link, let's type in Book an Appointment. We can capitalize the A like this and add a hash sign in the URL and Add to Menu. Now we have 3 elements for our menu and we can save our changes. To create the header, go to Templates page and click Add New from the top of the page. Select a header from the list and give it a name like Vet Header and click Create Template. We can close the library and close the navigator. The keyboard shortcut is Ctrl-I to open it again. And click on the plus sign to select the structure, this time 2 columns. Now the columns appear on the top of the page as intended, and we can click on the widget menu button to show all the available widgets. Let's start by adding a site title on the left side by clicking on it and dragging it on the left column. Next, we can add the WordPress menu, which is created in a similar manner on the right side. On the left control panel, we can change the alignment to right and click Publish to save our work. Add a condition, and by default Elementor offers entire site. Click Save and Close. Now we can adjust the look of the menu and our whole website by going to Site Settings and selecting the global colors. These colors are the default colors for the website, so you can use the ones I have here on the screen or select your own. You'll find more resources for choosing a color palette on the script.com support page. I'm going with cool mint, blue, and green accent as the main colors, and also add white, light background color, and a custom link color to have them ready for later quick use. Let's save our changes and go back from the arrow on the corner to change also our global fonts. For primary font, I will be using Montserrat and Prompt for secondary font. They go well together, as you can see on the overlay text sample. Feel free to follow this guide or select your own fonts. Optionally, you can change the font weights to make them lighter or bolder. Once done, hit Update to save changes. Go back, hit X, and click on the site logo. On the Style tab, we can use a bolder font weight to make it stand out more. Let's click on the menu, and now on the Style tab we can change how it looks, but let's first change pointer type on the Content tab and select Background from the list. Now back to the Hover tab, select Secondary Blue, and we'll see how it looks. By adding border radius, we can make the corners round. We are done here, so hit Update, open the top menu, and select Exit. Let's go at our new homepage and name it as the name of your business and select Edit with Elementor. In the bottom left corner, open the cogwheel and select Hide Title to make room for a custom one and hit Publish. Now let's click on the plus sign and select a two-column structure. Clicking on the middle of the top bar, we can edit the section and go to the Advanced tab to add some padding. Change the value from pixels to percentage, release the lock, and type in 6 for top and bottom. From the widget menu, we can now drop in a heading element to help visualize it better. Back to the section settings and Style tab, let's click on the brush icon to create a background image. By clicking on the Choose Image, we can open the media library, which is still empty, and optionally browse for photos you have ready on your computer. On this course, we'll use instead the new AI image feature by clicking the purple button on the top corner. Tick the box and hit Get Started. This is the image generator, and on the right we can type in, for example, happy puppy at a vet's clinic. Select photographic, and actually not portrait in this case, but let's give it a try. Okay, interesting results. And now let's select landscape 16:9 and hit generate again. AI is developing fast, but as you can see here, we can still see some unexpected results. And one option is to give more detailed prompt to get a better result. But okay, let's start with the image on the bottom right and hit edit. We will crop the image so the inconsistent parts are not visible. But for now, hit resize and drag the slider to right and hit generate. Let's use this bigger image as our hero image on the homepage. We'll fix the layout in a minute, but let's first drag the title on the right, go to section settings, change the background settings to no repeat, and add a background overlay by selecting the gradient button. Let's pick the background color and white, and by clicking on the color, slide back the opacity. Now, by changing the angle, location, and opacity, we'll start to see how we can use the gradient to highlight the heading and blur out the edge of the background image. By clicking on the side of the toolbar, we can hide it to see a preview how the final page looks on desktop. Find the settings you like by moving the slider, and then we can add a text widget under the title. To change the color of the title, click on it, and from the Style tab, change the color to blue. And on the Content tab, it's a good idea for SEO to change the HTML tag to H1. To get an introduction text for a website, let's delete the placeholder and click on the AI button to bring up the interface for text generation. Good example is write a brief opening paragraph for a website named Insert Your Business and limit the number of words. Looks great, and we can edit it further with the buttons below to simplify, extend, shorten, or proofread, or translate into another language. Under the intro, we can type in the opening hours. I'll be using here the standard European formatting. Next, we want to add some buttons, so let's drag and drop one from the widget menu and name it Book an Appointment. From the Style tab, we can change the background color, and from the Content tab, add an icon that fits the description like calendar. Let's also make the button round from Style tab and add border radius. 15 is a good starting point. Then click on the button with right mouse to open the menu and select duplicate. Let's do that twice to get 3 buttons. For the middle one, let's change the text to our address and select an icon that indicates direction or location. And the third button will serve as our WhatsApp button. Let's choose an appropriate logo and match the color. By clicking the button on the top left edge of the column, we can adjust the column settings and change the widget space to something like 10 to bring the widgets closer together. Now let's write a title that explains what this site is about. Let's see the preview. Starts to look good. Go to section settings, change the top and bottom padding to smaller values. Maybe too much because now we can see the edge of the background image. In the section settings, let's change the background overlay settings by bringing in the second location closer. Better. Update to save the changes. What's next? I'll add a little more space between the widgets to make it look more balanced. It's also a good habit to give an alt title to all the images on your website. You can do that by entering the media library through the image and change the alt text field to describe the purpose of the image. Let's update the page and we can try to create another hero image for the homepage. This time I'm adding some more details to improve the results. And here we go. The results are much better. Sometimes this beta version has errors, but by trying again it usually works fine. I'll resize the image to make it big enough for the hero section. Thanks to the bigger image, we can adjust the gradient overlay a little bit. But not too much. Remember to check the preview to see the real result. Update to save changes. To finish the hero element, let's drop one more text widget under the buttons and write our phone number here. On the Style tab, we can adjust the text size. To have a little softer look, we can go to the Style tab of the section and add a shape divider on the bottom. Select waves from the list and adjust the width and height to your liking. Hit update and we are ready for the next video. For any questions, remember the Discord server and the support page.